Hello, everyone, and welcome. And I just finished watching episode 9 of Girl Rules. So, this is my official after show where I just talk a little bit more about the episode. Usually, it's just my thoughts and my feelings, if I'm being honest. And hopefully, you can join me in the comment section and let me know how you're feeling and your thoughts about the episode as well. It was a lot more emotional than I anticipated, to be honest, because that was episode 9, so we have 10, 11, 12. I honestly don't even know what we're gonna go from here and what the end game is for this show, but it's okay. We'll go on it together. It's gonna be fine. So let's start. Who do we even start with? Let's start with View and Mim. Also, plug, if you haven't watched the View Mim interview that I did, please go and check that out. It is available on my YouTube right now. Okay, View and Mim. No. Min and Praew. Their storyline in this episode wasn't too dramatic, which is really nice because I feel like last week's was a little bit more intense for them. But what I did love was Min really was working through how she was feeling, and especially about Praew. And I love that she had like that chat with that other girl whose name I cannot remember. You know who I'm talking about. And I think that was probably really good for her like just to sort through some thoughts in her brain, and then also being able to talk to Prim about it. And I just love that she's just come to that understanding in herself that Praew is the one for her. Like, she doesn't want to be with anybody else. The way that Praew makes her feel is what she wants to feel. Like, you know what I mean? And I think for Praew that was really impactful because she has been feeling a little insecure in their relationship because they can't go public. Yes, she understands, but like there's always gonna be that insecurity, right? But yeah, I thought their episode was really cute, and they were like just really cute. And then obviously we're gonna be able to buy that candle, Girl on Fire, because they would not have shown it as much as they did if it wasn't going to be available for sale. But yeah, I feel like theirs was just like a nice storyline, nothing crazy. Hopefully, I don't even know where theirs is gonna go, other than like I think what we have in store is obviously some things to do with Min's family. I think that's gonna come into play, but I think that's the only conflict that is on the horizon for them. Fingers crossed. Okay, let's talk about Sasha and Goria. I was a little thrown off at the beginning of the episode because they were so like not together, and I feel like the last episode when we ended on the balcony, they seemed very on the same page. So I'm not really sure what was going on, but it's okay. I think honestly, I think Sasha's whole like scam thing that she was doing with Crystal and Byfor was a little unnecessary. I literally think if she had just talked to Gorya, they probably would have ended up together, because Gorya was unsure because Sasha was acting hot and cold with her. So if Sasha was just like real, probably wouldn't have had to go through that whole song and dance involving all those other people and essentially tricking Gorya. I know she wasn't like making her feel what she didn't already feel. Like, I know it was just like a thing to like kind of get her to realize what she feels, but it was still kind of underhanded and not really cool. And I think that Gorya is probably going to find out and be pissed about it. And I think rightfully so. Like, she was manipulated a bit. Like, what if she had picked Crystal? What would Crystal have done? I don't know. So that was a little strange. And then now let's talk about Prim and Bambi and Airy. But I'm so glad we finally have some answers of what actually happened. And it's just so sad that Bambi blames herself so much. And now Prim blames herself. And everyone's just blaming themselves for things that really aren't their fault. But I guess that's what guilt does. It was just really emotional, like Bambi at the accident scene, and then Bambi at Airy's house at the end. Like, that took a lot of strength on Bambi's side to be able to go there and to talk to Airy. I don't know. I'm wondering if like there's going to be a retraction or the footage is actually gonna get put out to kind of clear Bambi's name because it's not her fault. And it makes me sad that she blames herself so hard. It's stressful. I don't know what's coming. And I think that's what's stressing me out is I don't know what's coming really for any of them and what the end goal is. Like, I hope the end goal is just everybody's okay. You know, like I hope at the end Bambi and Prim get to go traveling and things are just fine and everybody's not like crashing so hard. But yeah, that was a good episode. One thing I'm really loving about this series is the perception that we had of all of these characters at the beginning of the show versus what we have now. Like, I'm just thinking about Bambi specifically and like what we knew of her situation and how we kind of felt about her and the whole like ghosting Prim and going off and dating someone. Like, there was just so much stuff we didn't know. And now that we do know things and how it's impacted her, it really changes how I view her as a character. I don't know if it does for you. I don't want to speak on behalf of everyone, but I do feel like it changes. And it's been like that with everyone, like with Sasha too, like how we viewed her at the beginning versus how we see her now. It's really cool. I think that this show has done a really good job at that. But yeah, let's cross our fingers and toes because next week is episode 10. And like, I don't know if we have cursed 11 episodes anymore or if they are the cursed 10th. I don't know. I just am going to be scared for episode 10 and 11 because God knows what will happen. But thank you guys so much for watching with me as always, and I will see you at episode